Juvenile tilapia broodstock can be a sore, can be a problem. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so this one was solely dedicated to broodstock, and as I have shared in several videos, broodstock is that stock of fish that breeds for you, that replenishes your stock of fish that you have. Right? I practice mixed stock, tilapia, um, breeding, caring, right? Yeah, I practice mixed stock. So all these tilapias that you are actually seeing right now, they are a mixture between male and female. Now these are my juveniles, and they are in my aquaponics tub um, for the fish, and they should supply the nutrients for my system. These are my adults. They are much larger. What I discovered over the past 6 months, right, is that having broodstock this large is much easier to manage and to add fish to your tilapia stock. Now, juvenile tilapia, uh, tilapia starts to breed as early as probably about 2 to 3 inches. That gives a take about this size, right? Now these fish are larger than that. They have bred, but they have been eating the babies. It's more difficult to manage, the extraction of babies from a tub with juvenile tilapia than it is for the adult tilapia. Now, the adult tilapia, their main concern is food consumption, breeding, and just living. They will crunch 1 or 2 times at insects or anything that they see move in the fish space, but they are not too inclined to consume small tilapia. And that's the reason why at one point in time I had some fingerlings within the tub with my adult tilapia. Right? Now what usually happened when I did that, that the fingerlings actually grew out to be juveniles, and the juveniles will swim along the adults, and as the adults releases the babies, the juveniles will actually consume the babies. That made it very difficult for the past 9 months. Yes, 9 months for me to actually extract any fries from my system. Now I have shifted around my system, and I shared with you that in the in a video before, right? I wouldn't say last video because honestly I don't know when this video will be published, right? Because I do my videos months in advance, right? Okay, so these tilapia are growing tilapia that probably in the next few weeks I will be consuming them, right? And I really want at least 200 babies to actually replace them. And so what I've done, I've actually removed them from their original space, extract the juveniles, place them somewhere else. Right now, the juveniles, don't get me wrong, the juveniles will reproduce, right? If the water is green and the babies have somewhere to hide, you might get a 1 dozen or 2 dozen. Mark you, several juveniles in here, right? And one juvenile tilapia cichlid probably might release 2 dozen, 3 dozen tops. On the other hand, an adult tilapia, an adult sized tilapia, might release up to 200 babies at one time, right? And if you have been following my videos, you'll realize that at one point in time I had about 500 babies, right? And I ended up selling a few of them when they become fingerling size, right? I always be talking about 500 fingerlings, 500 babies, and yeah, man. It's because I had a stock of adults. I have ate them now, right? They are far gone, right? I had a stock of adults that once they reach a certain size, the only thing that was on their mind, as I shared with you before, is the whole idea of breeding and just growing out and reproducing. That was the only thing that they were doing. Now I'm going to be feeding these fish right now. Yeah, you see them coming up at the top. I'm going to be feeding these fish right now, but I wanted to share with you that um, in a few weeks time, or probably when it becomes a little bit more warmer, right, I expect to see babies swimming at the top undisturbed by adults, because the only thing that they will be concerned about is actually getting the feed that I placed in within the space. Now the problem comes when I extract the babies. Let's say I extract 3 dozen babies, not knowing that there are 6 more babies below, right? And what happens is that those 6 babies grow up to be what you call fingerlings and juveniles. And after a while, I realize that there is no more fries. The reason being is that 6 or 5 fingerlings that have now grown into juvenile stage along the adults will continuously consume the babies as they are released from the mother's mouth. Now, it is not, tilapia is not like a convict cichlid that you know rushes any other fish when they actually move towards the babies. They will release the babies and that's it. They just go about swimming and trying to look some food. So the babies, once they are released from the mouth, they swim around the mother a little bit, right? And then they just go up about the ways, like a schooling type of behavior, like. So they swim together for a while, and then eventually, as they grow, they start to swim in independent directions, right? So, as a tilapia backdoor small fish farmer, right, the habit should be, once you see breeding taking place, periodically you drop the pond, you search for fish that might be in there hiding, and you replenish the water. You do that regularly. Don't take it for granted that you have actually extracted all the babies from the space, because you might have 1 or 2, and that 1 or 2 it can cost you money if you are in this thing for money, because that 1 or 2 will consume the babies. Now, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Before I go, the space here that was actually being kept for tilapia broodstock, this will be used to keep my fingerlings grow out. Right now, as my fingerlings reach roughly about 3 inch, 4 inch, I will remove them and place them in the juvenile space, and the expected fries that I expect, well, the fries that I expect in a couple of weeks, they will be placed here. So it's a process. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. Have a wonderful day. I hope that this video actually shared something that is of value. Peace out. Catch you next time. Bye bye.